Okay, this is part 2 of the integration of Advanced Locomotion System with Character Interaction. And in part 1, I forgot to do some things as expected, so let's do it now. We need to set up the collisions for solid component and mesh. But before we do this, we need to set up in project settings. We need to set up the object how they called the object channels. Yeah, so let's open the project settings and type object channels. Object channels. We need to set up the channels as it's shown here. So we need the channel doors set to block. So let's add it. Doors set to block. Channel trigger set to overlap. Channel trigger set to overlap. Accept. Channel interaction object. Interaction object set to block. Interaction object, yeah. And the second channel will be MISC. MISC set to ignore. Okay, and the last one will be bullet projectile set to block. So bullet projectile set to block. Bullet projectile. Let me see if I haven't been mistaken here. Yeah. Okay. Projectile bullet projectile set to block. That's it. And now we need to set up the component and mesh collision in our ALS character blueprint. So let's first set up the capsule component, and the capsule component should be set it up as interaction pound. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. So we need to set it up as custom collision preset. So collision enabled, pound, camera set to ignore, everything else. Yeah, we need to set up the physics body to ignore, and pretty much that's it. Okay, good. Now we need to start the mesh as well. The mesh should be set up as shown here in the character pound mesh. So it should be set it up as custom collision preset again. But object type should be world dynamic. Again, camera to ignore. And pound to ignore. Yeah, that's already. So next. So let's see. Everything seems to be the same. Yeah. Okay, that's one thing we need to do. And another thing we need to do is, if we hit play in a moment, don't mind this strap, we will fix that later. So at the moment, if we turn the camera here, it goes through the objects, as you can see. We need to fix this, and to fix this, we need to open the camera boom and set the do collision test to true. And if we do this, we can hit play again, and we can see that the camera is now collisions with the surround objects. Okay, let's save this. And now we'll leave our character blueprint for now and do the Anim blueprint for our locomotion, advanced locomotion character. So let's open it up. It's located here, Mannequin Anim blueprint. Let's go to the event graph first, and open the blueprint. Yeah, we need to open the our player where is it? Player blueprint. Yeah, there it is. Character Anim blueprint for player. Okay, so let's go to the event graph first and see what we need to set up here. So first of all, let's see what we need here. We don't need pitch for aim. We need is air because we will be checking this. So let's set it up. It's going to event blueprint of animation. It's going here. So let's put it here. Try to get bound owner. Yeah, this. Let's actually do this like so. And set in air. We need to create variables. So let's create the variables first. Okay, let's finish with this first. So set in air is valid. Okay, checking the validity here, and no, we can actually do it like this. Set in air. Yeah, let's probably do this a little bit further, and put this in here. So we're checking the validity here, and then we do this. We set this variable, and that's it. Okay, compile. So let's set up the variables first. That's the important part. Okay, let's see the interfaces. We don't need the interfaces. Let's do the variables first. Locomotion variables. We don't need any of this. State. Let's do the state variables. So armed. Let's make the variables armed. Come on. Armed is a variable and it's a state category variable. Okay. Is there? We already have. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we armed search variable is the next one. Let's do the search variable. It's again the state category. Let's see the values here. Armed value, yeah, it's all set it to false. Okay, aim transition. Aim transition is state variable again. Oops, sorry. Aim transition is egg whip. Again, state variable. It's a bull, of course. Okay. Either way, let's put it down again. Is aim is a state variable again. Is shot again. It's a state variable. And reload it. And again, it's a state variable. Is interaction. There are lots of variables here, you know. So let's create all of them. Is jump. It's a state variable. Yeah. Jump is interaction. Let's compile by the way. Is interaction. Jump. Is air. Oh yeah, we already started there. Is crouch. Next one. Is crouch. It's a state variable. Well, wait a second. Yeah. Let's see. Next one is jump. Oh no, next one is dead. Sorry. It's dead. Wait. Yeah, it's dead. It's jump. 3. Yeah, it's dead. Is that the next one? Yeah. And it's a state variable. Isn't car. Just required for car. It's a state variable. Again. Let me see the values. Yeah. So drive reverse variable. Again for car. Reverse and wheel rot. Wheel rot is float variable, and it's a state variable. Category. Yeah, in terms of category. So this is done. We don't need leaning. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we don't need leaning. We do need IK variables because let's use for hands. Left hand IK, it's a bool. Okay. IK location, it's a vector. Okay. And category IK again. Yeah, it's a 0 value here. And next one is IK when shoot. So when shoot, it's again a category IK, and it's a boolean. Next one is IK when shoot param. IK category, and again it's a bool. Okay, that's it for IK. Components, weapon mesh. Yeah, we need to add this variable, which is a component variable. Yeah, let's call it weapon mesh. And it's a skeletal mesh component. Skeletal mesh component variable. All right. Oh, it's in category components, but for some reason it's not. Wait a second. Oh, it's a skeletal mesh component, not a skeletal mesh. Skeletal mesh component. There we go. Yeah. Sorry about that. So next one. Next one is unarmed uninstruct. Let's create it. It's struct player unarmed anim. Struct player unarmed anim. It's an instance editable, and it's the animation category. Let's compile and see. So this is a struct of animations. So we have some animations already put in there. Oh yeah, about the animations. Let's actually retarget the animations. I forgot that. So let's do this now. Let's create a folder under Advanced Locomotion, and let's call it Animations. Mesh Animations. And we need to retarget animations in order to use them with our mannequin, ALS mannequin, right? So we need to open up the skeleton. Yeah, it's already set to humanoid. Okay, we don't need this. Let's open up the mannequin for our player. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Let's open his skeleton and put it to humanoid rig. I can actually save this. And now we can retarget all the animations. So let's open up the animations. It's located in the animations folder. Let's yeah, let's see what animations we have here. We need to basically copy all of the animations We don't need blends. Okay, wait a second. We need blend spaces. Yeah, we need blend spaces. We don't need animation blueprints, obviously. But we need blend spaces. So let's just retarget all of this. So duplicate, choose this mannequin. Let's put a suffix ALS to it, so we can differentiate these animations from the character interaction ones. And let's pick our folder animations here and retarget. So just wait a second, and they will be retargeted. There we go. There's our animations. Already retargeted to ALS, mannequin, skeleton. Let's save all of these animations and blend spaces and name offsets. And that's it. Okay, now back to our Anim blueprint. So here's our animation, unarmed Anim struct. So let's copy. So let me see. Yeah, let's copy these animations from the struct and paste them here. And let's just change this all to ALS, so that our ALS animations retargeted to ALS mannequin will be used instead of the character interaction ones. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I think we done here, yeah. Okay, next variable. Next variable is weapon animation setup. This one is again animation category and instance editable and enum weapon and player instruct player weapon anim. So let's do this. Enum weapon anim type, I think. Enum weapon anim type, yeah. And let's do this. Okay. It's a container of selected type. And struct player weapon anim. And here we go struct player weapon anim. I think it's this one, yeah. Struct player weapon anim and enum weapon anim type, yeah. Enum weapon anim type, struct player weapon anim. Okay, that's done. Now let's compile. And we have the animation values here. So one hand and two hand. Let's create this one hand. What? Okay, why he can't? Oh yeah, I know why he can create it. Okay, let's do this two hand and this one hand. Okay. Right. Now let's copy two hand animations and paste them here. And let's change the animations first. Wait a second. Didn't copy. Yeah, because it doesn't. Oh yeah, because there's nothing here. Okay, one hand again, nothing here. Okay, that's good. Let's work for us. Okay, let's see the driver anim setup. So the driver anim setup variable is the animation variable again, and it's a string. It's a string and struct player car anim. Struct player car anim. Yep. Okay, instance editable, and let's compile and see. So we have our CipherJet animations here. That's yeah. I already yeah. So I copied the animations, and let's go to CipherJet. So now we need to change this again to ALS, so it would work with our mannequin. That's a lot of animations, by the way. Okay. Car refuel. Yeah. There we go. They all set it up to be used with ILS mannequin. I guess. Yeah. Let's compile. Save. Okay. Now, next one. So this was the animations. By the way, why don't we have this? Never mind. Okay, next one is private variables. Should anim reset, and that would be a boolean. Okay, let's make a boolean out of this. It's a private variable, and it's a category private. So let's see. The value is false. Yeah. Egg whip animation. That is the, well, first of all, it's a private variable again, and it's an animation sequence base. Yeah, anim sequence base. So let's just copy this and compile and paste here and replace it with ALS. That's it. Okay. Next one is search animation. So search animation is a private variable again, and it's a private category. Okay, that this animation is for some reason empty, but let's leave it like that. So next one, should weapon crouch. Should weapon crouch is a private animation, is a private variable. Again, and it's a blend space base. Yeah, well, let's create it. We don't really need these, but you know, let's create it anyway. Blend space base. Okay. We won't be using this probably because it was used for shooting in original, but you know, let's set up it anyway. Why not? So next one is shoot weapon. Again, we won't be using this one, but to avoid any errors, let's just set it up. Okay, let's just copy this, compile, paste, and use the ELS. Okay, next one is weapon anim type. Again, weapon anim type is a private variable. Private, yeah. And it's enum weapon. Enum weapon anim type. Enum weapon anim type, yeah. That's the one. So, weapon anim type one hand. Next one. Next one is driver anim struct. So let's copy this one. And it's a struct player car anim. Instance editable and struct player car. Struct player car anim. And it's editable. Okay. And it's again private variable. Yeah, it's not private. So it's just in the category private. Okay, next one. Weapon anim struct. So weapon anim struct is struct player weapon anim. Let's do this. Struct player weapon anim. Private and private. So yeah, we've got some animations here. We need to copy this, compile, and paste, and replace them with our own animations. for ILS. So with our retargeted animations to ILS, okay? Jump, land, yeah. So this one, aim, this one, aim in 1D, this one, aim out, this one, aim walk vertical, HG crowd, okay, this blend space, this blend, okay, this animation, crouch animation, and so on and so forth. Okay, save. And the last one is, the last variable is current car anim. Let's create this variable. And it's an animation sequence base and private again. Anim sequence base and private variable. Yeah, let's compile and that's empty. Okay, save. Now we made every variable we need. We don't need interfaces, so okay, that's fine. Okay, now let's copy the code from event graph and let's create the anim graph. So first, let's copy the code from event graph. Create this. Play slot animation. Yep. Next, we need to set up this one. Let's compile and see if everything works. Yeah, that works. No errors, I mean. Okay, shooting. What do we have here? Switch state and default. Shooting, okay. Yeah, we need shooting, we need... Oh, actually, yeah, well, never mind. Let's copy this. Let's copy all of this. Now, to speed things up a little bit. So yeah, it was connected with this one. I missed it. Okay. Let's see. Let's compile, see if you have any errors. No errors. Okay, that's fine. I think that's pretty much good. Yeah, we casting here to character bound. We need to cast this to ALS base character, and then we need to. Okay, so let's connect this base. So this one is connected to target and noise, make noise. So let's connect to target and noise maker. This. And this one is connected here. So okay, that's it. Okay, that's it for the event graph. We now need to copy the interface graph. Let's copy all of this, but we won't be making a special additional graph for the interfaces because we already have like this block of nodes here, and let's just copy here. It would do the trick. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's see. Event weapon shoot. Oh, all right. Yeah, that was interface. So we actually need to do the interfaces. Okay. Let's add the interface, any blueprint interface where we need to add this. So Anim BP interface. Let's add this. Compile. And yeah, that's it. And now we can copy the interfaces. All right, there we go. Everything is good. So, what do we have here? Let's see. So we don't need this leaning. We don't need. What do we need? What else do we need? Search, interaction, weapons. Everything else, I think we need. Yeah, we need everything else. Yeah, well, actually, let's leave it like that for now. Okay, let's rename it. Set character weapon Anim. Set character weapon Anim. Let's open it up and see if everything is good here. I think everything should be okay. Yep, no errors. Alright, yeah, we're gonna edit this a little bit later. So now let's just leave it. Okay, that's it. Let's save. And now let's go to the Anim graph. So here's the tricky part, if you can say so. So let's remove this first. Okay, so here's one thing we need to do. The Advanced Locomotion System version 3.1 uses the IK for legs. It's inserted in the post-process of character. So we need to change this. Let's open the character actually, and let's remove the. Let's change this a little bit. So yeah, let's set the filter. So where's our character? Here's the mannequin character, and we have post-process asset here. Let's actually remove this from the character, and let's do the post-process the IK in the Anim blueprint. So how do we do this? So sub-anim, we just insert the sub-anim instance class, and we use the mannequin IK here, and we need to do the following, and connect this here, and do the ALS movement mode and the ALS stance. So set these variables here as so. That's how it was done in version 3, but he then changed it in version 3.1 and used this mannequin IK in post-process. Actually, let's check it out. Yeah. So yeah, so that's how he did this. We don't need this because we don't want to use it in the post-process of the character, because we want to be able to turn off the IK for legs. And that's how we do it. Okay, so we'll leave it for now like so, and put the final pose somewhere here. Now let's copy the required code from here. Now let's copy code car driver Anim first, and then insert it here. Connect it to the final pose and see. Yeah. So let's actually create the let's create the pose here, by the way. Pose, new set cache pose, and we call it default. No, we actually call it locomotion, whatever. we'll use this later. Okay, compile. Yeah, there we have an error. Of course, because we don't have this pose yet. Okay, let's check this out. IK for interaction. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we need to change this animation to dead pose ALS. And I think that's it for now. Yeah. Okay, now next. What do we have else? What else do we have here? So left hand and IK. Oh yeah, that's a IK for guns. Gun. Now let me see. We don't need the leading stuff, so we just do the following. Come on, what are you doing? Okay, whatever. So we do this and we copy the IK code here. Yep. That's how we do it. Of course, there will be errors for now. So, next, let's copy this one as well. Okay, like so. Next one, we have the shooting. Okay, so the shooting part we don't need yet. Let's just copy, this. No, let's actually copy the reload part here first. So make the reload part here. And what else do we have here? Turn here and spine until no, we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need locomotion as well. All right, that's basically what we need so far. Let's see. So, okay. So let me see what else do we need. Okay, so yeah, you know what? That will be locomotion, and yeah, that's correct. Okay, so let's do the reload, the shooting part here first. Let's just copy these two poses and connect them together for now. We won't be using this later, but for now, let's do this. Okay, now it's using mindset machine. We don't need the mindset machine. We need to use the locomotion. All right, never mind. Let's do the shooting part and another part, which is this one, transitions. So how do we do this? Yeah, we need the movement crouch and the movement first. Okay, so let me see. Yeah. Okay, and transition crouch search. Let's copy these first. And now let's make a pose. Pose. You say get pose. It will be default pose, which we will be using here. Use pose default. Okay. Let's use the default pose here as well. And that's it for now. Yeah, let me check the graph first. So where else is default pose used? Okay. Default, yeah, there we go. It's used here. Okay. Default. And then we don't use this. Yeah, it's the only part where we use the full pose. Okay, in reloading, yeah, that's it. So, what do we do here? First of all, we just we need to stop the search animation, of course. Oh yeah, it's already set it up here. So next, let's see the movement again. So what I'm basically trying to do here is to set up the blend spaces when we have a weapon in our hands. So let me see. Okay, so if we armed, we use this, yeah. Okay, let's just copy, actually, copy this thing altogether, paste it here, and remove the unnecessary parts. So, how do we do this? Yeah, so it was, so we already have search, yeah, let me check this. We have search. All we need to do is check if we crouch or not. So if we crouch, we check. Okay. I'm not sure if we need these transitions. I don't remember if I use this, but we'll remove it for now. Come on, wait up. So we need the movement, obviously. We connect this. So we will be using this. We will be blending this first of all. So if we armed, yeah, we use this blend space. We use this blend space if we armed. Okay, so if we're not armed, we use the pose locomotion. Use cache pose. Okay. Use locomotion pose if we're not armed. If we armed, when we crouch, when we will use the blend space, but we need to blend this blend space per bone. So let's see. Yeah, like so. So it's the blend pose, and the base pose is again locomotion. Like so. So this is crouch. Yeah, that's true pose, by the way. Okay, next one is aim out transition. Do we need this? No, we don't. I don't think we need this. Yeah. Okay, next one is the if we not crouch. So let's see. If we not crouch, again we do the same thing here. We check if we armed, but if we're not armed, we use the locomotion pose. If we armed, we use this blend space here, but we need to blend it per bone, obviously, with again locomotion pose, like so. Oh, sorry. Just move it a little bit further. Yeah, that's how we do it. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Let's compile and see. Yeah, so that's how we do it. If we're not armed, this will be working like so. If we crouch, this will be working again, and that's used for search animation. By the way, we need to deactivate the IK for legs if we are searching. So let's do this. So if we search, if we're not searching, we use this IK pose. If we're searching, we use the main state machine pose, by the way, here. Okay. Compile. Now, what else? So, I think, yeah, that's for movement. For movement, that's it. Now let's do the shooting part, and the shooting part is a little bit trickier. Let's see the shooting part here. What is it? I don't know. Here we go. So the shooting part uses this state machine, and not only using state machine, we also need to blend it. Okay, let's copy the state machine first. Okay, so where is the shooting? Oh, we didn't do it. Yeah. Okay. So we need this shooting. We don't need to use the reload pose, obviously. We need this. Yeah. Okay. So let's copy this. So shooting. Let's blend the shooting and we'll blend it with, I think it's the locomotion pose. So if we're not shooting, we use the false pose locomotion. If we're shooting, we use this shooting state machine and we blend it per bone. Yeah, we blend it per bone with this locomotion as a base pose. Okay, that's for shooting, but I don't remember where it goes. So, let me see. Okay, let's leave it like that for now. I'll check that later. Well, first of all, we need to change the shooting locomotion state machine anyway. So let's go to the event graph, and oh no, the event graph to the interface events, and open these set character weapon Anim. So in original character interaction asset, it was made for shooting. So for shooting, the character used the blend space, which we could set up in the weapon search. So as you can see here, we have a shooting blend space here. for every weapon. Now we won't be doing this because we will be using another approach. And for that reason, we will be using this animation shoot enemy stand animation placeholder, which is not used by the player, but used for for enemy. So the player doesn't use this, but we will be using this for shooting instead of this blank space. All right. So how do we do it? First of all, we need to set it up here. So let's do a variable. Let's do a new variable. We call it shoot. This name is already used. Okay, shoot anim, whatever. Shoot anim, and it's going to be anim sequence base. Yeah, it's going to be anim sequence base, and it's going to be private variable, and it's going to be a category private. And let's see. There you go. And this anim, we need to sub this variable here first. So let's do this. And we need to use this placeholder to set it up like so. Okay, when we set this up, we go to anim blueprint or anim graph and go to shooting state machine, and yeah, let me just first check this. So we use this play anim sequence. So let's just change this a little bit. So we will just play this anim sequence here. That's it. Just not search animation, but our shoot animation. That's how we do it. Okay, and we do the same for shoot reset. Play this anim sequence. All right, that's our shooting locomotion state machine. Okay, and for shooting, I think we need to set it up somewhere, but I'm not sure where exactly. So yeah, is shoot. Okay, we need to be able to shoot from crouch and from standing. So how do we do that? Let me check. Yeah, probably here, maybe. Suppose probably here. Yeah, let's just put this up here. Well, I'm not sure about that, so I'll check this later. But for now, let's do this. Might be it will work. It might work actually. So, well, I'll check that later when we set up the shooting. Let's save for now. And we don't need this reload pose. Obviously, we can just go straight to the shooting pose here. And save. And that should work just for now. And if we check this in the map, the locomotion would work fine. I think, yeah. Now, if we go into the aiming state, by the way, we will shoot. But we will do this later. For now, that's it for the Anim blueprint. Let's again save it, and that's it for the part 2. And in part 3, we'll set up the code here in character blueprint, and then we'll check if the shooting will work. If it not, I'll check it and change accordingly. Okay, thank you, and see you in part 3.